Hey everybody, this is Tony, Tank the Lord A7, and here's part 26 of my CD collection. So let's go straight to it. The first CD I'm going to show off is Aborted Retro Goal, a really good death grind, death metal album, extreme metal album from Aborted. Really good stuff. So yeah, this is Aborted Retro Goal. Next up is Atreyu, lead sales paper lead sales paper Angle by Atreyu. Yeah, they're kind of like um a emo-ish sounding metalcore band, but I do like their music. They're decent, and I think that lead sales paper Ankle by Atreyu is a good album from them. Not really a big Atreyu fan, but they're decent. So yeah, Atreyu's lead sales paper Ankle, a pretty good album. Good album. Next up is Atreyu Baptize. This is okay. I don't think this is the band's best album, but for what it is, it's a decent album. Not bad. But yeah, Atreyu's Baptize. Next up is Cathedral Cosmic Requiem. Yeah, Cathedral Cosmic Requiem. A really good stoner metal, doom metal ish sounding EP from Cathedral, and it's pretty good for what it is. If you're into like doom metal, a bit of stoner metal mixed in, but yeah, Cathedral's Cosmic Requiem is a pretty good EP. Next up is Challenger, Turn to Dust, a really solid, underrated heavy metal, power metal band. That's that's probably what you expect from Challenger. Musically, like I said, they're like a power metal, heavy metal, but done really well, and it's really solid. So yeah, Challenger, Turn to Dust, a really good power metal, heavy metal EP, I should say. Yeah, just 4 songs. Next up is Code Orange, Underneath. Yeah, Code Orange Underneath is like a kind of a new metal, metalcore, extreme metal album with a lot of industrial electronic moments. Really good stuff. Really heavy in your face and extreme. So yeah, Code Orange Underneath. A really solid album from these guys. Okay, next up is Downfall of Gaia. Aeons unveils the Thrones of Decay. A really good shoegazy atmospheric black metal album, and it's really damn good, really solid stuff if you're into some shoegazy atmospheric black metal. So yeah, this is Downfall of Gaia. Aeon unveils the Thrones of Decay. Really good album. Next up is Downfall of Gaia again. Yeah, Downfall of Gaia, Atrophy, another solid atmospheric black metal shoegazy album. Really good stuff, and definitely an underrated band I don't hear a lot of people talk about. But this is amazingly good. So, yeah, Downfall of Gaia, Atrophy. Next up is Hitten. Yeah, Hitten, State of Shock. A very awesome 80s inspired heavy metal album. Very fast, heavy, and just, you know, has that fist in the air heavy metal sound to it. Very good stuff. Very energetic. So, yeah, Hittin, State of Shock. Next up is Horrorcore, A Wicked Possession. Yeah, Horrorcore, A Wicked Possession. Another solid heavy metal album. Haven't heard this one too much, but from what I've heard of it, this was a pretty good EP. This is a solid EP. So, yeah, Horrorcore, A Wicked Possession. Possession? Yeah, A Wicked Possession by Horrorcore. Okay, next up is all my Iced Earth albums that I have. The first one being Iced Earth Horror Show. Obviously, this is a horror themed heavy metal, power thrash metal album that's definitely one of the band's best. Iced Earth Horror Show is just one of the best albums if you're into like heavy metal, power thrash, or any horror themed um album. Really excellent, awesome stuff. So yeah, Iced Earth Horror Show. Next up is Iced Earth Plagues of Babylon. Another pretty good heavy metal, power metal album from Iced Earth. Yeah, just a really good album. So that's Iced Earth Plagues of Babylon. Next up is Iced Earth Something Wicked This Way Comes. Another solid album from Iced Earth. Really good power metal, heavy metal, just excellent stuff. So, Iced Earth Something Wicked This Way Comes. Next up is Iced Earth, the Dark Saga. Yeah, the Dark Saga by Iced Earth. Another solid heavy metal, power metal album that's obviously musically inspired by the comic book Spawn. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, Iced Earth, the Dark Saga, another really good album from them. Next up is Iced Earth, Alive in Atlas. This is a 3-disc live album and it's one of the best live albums I've ever heard. Really good stuff. Really show Iced Earth at their finest. And yeah, it's just a really awesome live album. So that's Iced Earth, Alive in Atlas. And the last Iced Earth album that I have is the latest and last one that I know of, and that's Iced Earth, Incorruptible. Yeah, Iced Earth Incorruptible. Iced Earth Incorruptible is just a very solid heavy metal, power metal album. And the last album that they've released, because they haven't released anything after this because of some controversies surrounding this band. But yeah, Iced Earth Incorruptible. Solid album. Okay, next up is Icewall Manifest Destiny. Next one is Malvin's Houdini. Next one is Malvin's Stoner Witch. Okay, next one is Nual Dark Reverence. a very underrated underground Canadian black metal band. Um, I actually forgot which country in Canada they're from, but this is just a really solid black metal album. From a very underrated Canadian black metal band. Really good stuff. So definitely check out Noir's Dark Reverence. Really good album if you're into some black metal. Okay, next one is a classic. Obituaries, Cause of Death. 90s death metal classic. Needs no introduction. Everybody should know this album if you're into death metal or extreme metal music. It's just Obituaries, Cause of Death is a death metal classic. Everybody should know this. Next up is Obituaries, Inked in Blood. Another solid album from these guys. I don't think this is the band's best album, but for what it is, it's pretty good. Not bad. So, yeah, Obituaries, Inked in Blood. Okay, next up is Pearl Jam's Gigaton. A pretty solid album from Pearl Jam. Yeah, a solid album from Pearl Jam. So that's Gigaton by Pearl Jam. Next up is Pearl Jam. Yeah, Pearl Jam, Lightning Bolt. Another solid album from these guys. And the last one is Pearl Jam and the soft. No. No, wait, yeah, Pearl Jam's 10. That's what I meant. Yeah, Pearl Jam's 10 is a classic album if you're into alternative rock from the 90s. And yeah, it's just a classic. So yeah, Pearl Jam's 10. Next up is Saliva, Back Into Your System, a solid rock album from the early 2000s. So yeah, Saliva is Back Into Your System. Next one up is Spiritual Beggars, Demons. Yeah, if you're into like some stoner metal, some really well done stoner metal, this is a really good album to check out and an awesome band to also check out. Spiritual Beggars Demons is just a walking good time if you're into stoner metal. So yeah, this is an awesome album. So that's Spiritual Beggars Demons. Next up is Toronto Under Siege. Van Halen 5150. Yeah, 5150 by Van Halen. Next one up is Van Halen and the self-titled album. Next one up is Venomous Maximus. No Warning. Yeah, Venomous Maximus No Warning. It's a good solid heavy metal album. The last time I heard it, I really need to go back and listen to this again, but the last time I heard it, it was solid. So, yeah, Venomous Maximus, No Warning. Next one up is Zyklon, Aeon, a really good death metal album. So, yeah, Zyklon, Aeon, a really good death metal album. And the last CD I'm going to show off in this CD collection is Zyklon Disintegrate. Again, another solid death metal album from these guys. So that's Zyklon Disintegrate. Solid death metal. And that's it, everyone. That's part 26 of my CD collection. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and look forward to part 27 when that happens. Take care and see you next time.